Alright, today guys I'm going to teach you how to add the star mark and the rim notch mark on a electric bender. This would have been episode 13 part 3 3-point saddle of the push through method, but I cannot do it on this bender because there is not a star mark or the rim notch. The rim notch is the center mark of the 45 degree, and for the push through method you need all three marks. You need the star, the notch, and the arrow. So I'm going to add the star and the notch to my bender today, and this is how we're going to do it. Okay, so like I said, that rim notch is the center of a 45 degree bend, so we're going to bend a 45 degree bend and use that piece of pipe to make a center mark. First thing I'm going to do with a Pica pencil is I'm marking this out. That's where it's going to go onto the shoe, and we are going to put it into the bender, and then we are going to bend a 45 degree angle. And from that 45 degree angle, what I'm going to do is we're going to use our level and find that center mark. Okay, I got it in the bender. I've bent it to 45 degrees, and I'm going to make a mark right there for reference when I put it back in. Now I got my level. I'm going to take an angle that way and an angle this way and mark it both ways. Where that line intersects, that's your center mark. So you'll see right here I have an X, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mark it right where the X is at, and that is going to be the center line of your bend on a 45. Now I'm going to put it back into the bender, and I'm going to use that mark that I made, and I'm going to transfer it to the shoe of the triple nickel. So if you look down right there, it's kind of hard to see it, but there's my line right there. So I'm going to transfer that mark right to the edge of that right there, and I laid the triple nickel down. You can bend it this way too. They call it the sidewinder. That's another nickname for it. But I'm going to go ahead and mark that, and now I know that that's going to be my rim notch or the teardrop. Now we're going to add the star, and how we're going to add the star is a little more complicated. So I've taken 2 sticks of 1-inch EMT. They're both the same length, and I'm going to mark them out right there. I'm going to bend a 90 in one, lay it next to this one, then transfer that to the other pipe. Then put that pipe into the bender. Basically, I'm reverse engineering the star, the star, the star. Okay, so I got that plumbed out. I'm using the concrete as a tool. I use it all the time to eyeball stuff, and I marked that out. So we're going to throw this in the bender, get it bent, and then transfer that mark. And that front side of the shoe is the arrow. Okay, so basically I'm lining it up with the arrow, and we're going to go ahead and put a 90 degree bend in it, maybe a little more, like a 95 degree bend, because it springs back, but I just put a couple of degrees extra. And as you can see right there, I'm going to mark it right there and there. Boom, boom, zoom, and here we have the 90, and I transfer that to that other stick of pipe. Okay, now I'm going to use that mark. I've put it into the bender, and boom, see where it intersects right there? I'm going to make a little mark. Then I'm going to go ahead and bend a 90 on it, and I'm going to verify that the mark is still in the same location. And once it is, I know that that's going to be the back side of the 90, aka the star. And look at, boom, lines right up with that little first mark I made. So perfect. Now what I need to do is eventually I'm going to etch it in there, but for now I'm just going to use a Sharpie and a straight edge, and I'm going to mark that. And then this is the star now, and then now I have the teardrop or the rim notch, and that's the center of a 45 degree. Later I'm going to do other ones, 30, 22, etc., etc. But that's all I got for today, guys. Tomorrow we're going to do part 3, the 3-point saddle, the push through method, now that we have our marks on the bender. If you've watched this video to the end, I appreciate you. You guys have a great evening, and I will see you on the next one.